Hey y'all, it's your boy Lancelot, aka La Tortuga, and today I'm going to show you my warm-up without equipment and with equipment. This is like what I do to get ready for a run. And sometimes you just want to do a quick 5-6 minute warm-up and get ready to run, right? You don't want to bring out the balance board, the bands, all the stuff, all the equipment you need to do like a proper warm-up to get all those gears firing. Sometimes you just want to do something quick. Either way, right, however much time you put into it, it's going to make your run better. And I always say, do a warm-up, right? I'm older, 31 years old, not in my 20s anymore where I could just get up and run. Miss those days. But the earlier you start doing this, I think the longer you'll be running. So start off by losing the socks. I'll show you the without equipment routine first. I think it's good to go barefoot, right, so you get ground contact. You might not be able to see this, but the first one, you're on your tippy toes and just doing toe walks, right? I usually count to 10, back and forth, walking backwards. 10 steps. And when you're running, right, you're landing on the forefront of your foot, right? Or some of us are midfoot strikers. Hopefully we're not heel strikers, but if you are, I think there's plenty of studies of, there's definitely different ways to step. You might see some studies that like forefront strikers get less injured and stuff like that, but just let people run, they'll figure it out. So I don't know if you noticed that, but that next toe walk was sideways, right? So we're walking sideways on the toes, right? Next is some lunges. So I got a nice little yoga mat here. And actually, if you have like a good hard floor here and then you have the yoga mat on top, when you do the lunge, you might slide out of there. So be careful of that. It might just be better to get the yoga mat out of here. So let's try some lunges, right? I do 5 each leg, so 10 total. Just hit that lunge. Stay balanced. I always feel really good when I do lunges. And on the second one, we have a little twist. Because running, you're rotating a lot, right? So we should practice that in our stretching or in our lunges. Third one, raising the hands up, keeping the balance. Not looking at the ground, just kind of looking up with the hands up. If you can't do these, try to do them more. You'll get better. Fourth one, maybe a nice little twist again. Or maybe you just want to get the hand up and lean in the same side of that front lunge, right? So now I'm lunging with the left leg, lifting up the right hand, and lean a little bit to the left. Now, I'll do for the fifth one, right here, lifting up the right hand, right? So this is right leg, right hand, and now we're going to the left. So it's little opposing forces. And same thing on the other side. I forgot which way I went, so I'm just going to go both. So that's the lunges. Now for the third activity, if you're not doing equipment, just get some squats, all right? Got my cat over here trying to slide on me. I'm least expecting it. 3, 4, and 5. That's it. All right. One of my favorite exercises I do for my warm-ups, and I was not very good at this when I first started. You could ask Jesse Klein at Zenith PNW how bad I was at side lunges. But now that I practice them every day in my warm-ups, I've got a lot better at them. People are like, wow, you could really deep lunge on your side lunge, right? This is a terrible video because it's not really just seeing the footwork. Maybe I'll try to reset that a little bit. Don't want my camera to fall though. That might be a little bit better. Okay. Right, so you're stepping out to the side here. Do a nice side lunge. That's 3, 4, and 5. Right, big improvement. All right, let's do the other side. One. This is the one I really need to work on. My right knee has problems. I can't side lunge as deep or as confidently. But it's got a lot better because we're doing these. All right, just 5 each side. That'll do. All right, for the fourth exercise, it's a single leg RDL. So you know what these are, right? You're just kind of balancing down. Maybe you're touching the fingertips on the ground and then coming up. And then if you're feeling like you can do it, get a toe raise in there, calf raise. I usually do 3 until the muscle is just had enough. I'll try to stay balanced. Got it. That's 2. And then maybe 1 more. Remember, this isn't like our weight room session. This is a warm-up. We're just trying to wake up the muscles and the nervous system and getting ready to run. So, usually when we weight lift, I think the standard is you want to go 2 reps less than muscle failure. And to really work towards muscle failure is very hard to do. So you really got to know yourself. In warming up, we're not even getting close to muscle failure, right? We're getting close to when we could feel it. We're trying to wake those muscles up. I don't know what the scientific term for that is. If you ask exercise scientists, they won't say we're waking the muscles up, right? They'll give you something better, more textbook, or not, depending on the guy you got. All right, that's 3 each side. Feeling good. Warm up the hamstrings. And then I'll do it on the regular floor. You might want to get a yoga mat or something, doing the glute bridges. So hopefully you could see me on the floor here. I usually start off doing 2 just to make sure I'm in a good position. And then I'll have 1 leg doing the glute bridge and the other out here. And so we'll go up for 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Now 1, 2, 3, 4, 2. We're doing 3 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3. So there's a little bit of an isometric hold here. Just hold in for 5 seconds. 5 times each leg. Now we're switching to the right leg. All right, 3 more. Dos más. And 1 more. Good. That's that. And really, that's it for the without the equipment. Done. Ready to run, right? But now I'm going to show you with equipment, right? This is when I want a little bit more of a warm-up. Let's start with these bands. Now, both of these warm-ups are combined from kind of all the PT sessions I've had, but I've got a lot of these exercises from Stephen Sculion and Ali Ostrander, because they share their stuff on YouTube, and they're pretty good runners, so I trust what they do. So if you want to get more in detail and probably a better quality video, go look them up. So I got the bands on around my ankles, right? If you can see that there, maybe not. And we're just doing side stepping. I'm gonna do 10 to the left and 10 to the right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. As you can see, I've run out of room over here. So now I'll just do 7 back. Maybe you have a tiny apartment. You can only do 5 steps to the left or to the right. I know how that is. I think I've worked with spaces as little as where I can only do 4 steps. So you just do 4 steps, right? So now I'll get the last 3 to the left and the last 3 to the right. And that's it. All right, feeling the hips, getting warmed up. It's good. All right, now monster walks. So some of y'all know this. I'll start this way, that way you could see me. We're going this way, right here. 3, 4, 5, 6. That'll do 6 backwards. That'll leave me with doing 4 forward, and that will get to us to 10. Yeah. And then, if it feels painful, if you feel like the muscle's working, take a 10-second rest and get back to it, right? Because it's very important we don't burn our muscles out, because we're gonna go on a 10-mile run after this, right? We're just trying to wake the body up, waking the nervous system up. It's our warm-up. It's still 5 in the morning, right? Trying to run by 5:30. Maybe not. Right now it's a lot later because I slept in today. Sleeping is very important. So losing the bands and then trying to work on my single leg squat, single leg lunge maybe. Staying on one leg, trying to tap that knee onto the floor without lifting up the heel. Don't have that flexibility yet. Maybe I'll just do like 3 or 5 of these. Ugh. But that's what we're working towards, right? I think some people might call it a shrimp squat or a dragon squat. No, a dragon squat's when you do the leg going the other way. So I think this one is the shrimp one. But eventually I would like to do pistol squats. So this is about as far low as I can go on the right leg before I'm like, yep, I can't go any lower, before I gotta lift up that heel. And then we're there. All right, that's 3 each side. I usually do 3 to 5. Right now I'll just do 3 because I did the other warm up too. What is next? Oh yeah, on Ali Ostrander's video, what she did was she's right here with the bands, and she does toe walks with the bands. So I did toe walks without the bands for the non-equipment video, and now I'm doing toe walks with the bands. Just 10, right? That's good. All right, what else? The calf raise with the slow eccentric way on the way down. Right, so just lifting up and then slowly lowering that heel. Gives a good Achilles tendon stretch. I usually do 10 on each side. That's 5. This is one of the slower ones, but it's so important. So many PTs have shown me this exercise. I'll do it for a little bit, then I'll start feeling good, start feeling strong again, and then go without it. And then I start seeing the other runners that I watch do this exercise too. I mean, a lot of these exercises, we don't do them because we're injured. We do them because it keeps those muscles strong, and it keeps us from getting injured. That's why the warm-up and all these drills are so important, because it's all about who can put in the most consistent training without getting injured. Because if you're injured on race day, you're either going to DNS or DNF, or not PR. So it's who can get to the line healthiest. A lot of runners will be like, it's not my day. But it's like, why is that? Sometimes it really is just not your day, right? You caught a cold, some force you couldn't control. That sucks. But as long as you're consistent, your day will come. And if you're smart with the diet and the recovery, your day will come a lot more than others. All right, so that's that calf raise one. What else is there? Yes, we need to warm up the hip flexors. So what I got here is a band, and I usually put it around something really stable. I'll get on the floor, and I'll put the band around my foot, and I'm driving that knee right towards my body. So think about if this was the floor, I'm laying down.
Daddy,
Yeah.
can I have some of the chocolates if there's extra?
Sure. This part is going around some like pole or secure spot, putting the foot through here, and I'm pulling it towards myself. I'm just describing this in case you can't see it, but hopefully this will be able to see on video. Let me move my dip bar. This is a pretty secure spot. Don't think it's gonna move. Leave that right there. Then I'll get a yoga mat. There it is. Didn't want to unroll the other yoga mat because I already knew I had one out. So put that on the floor. Get this rock climbing machine out of the way a little bit more. So much equipment in here. Probably should have set this up knowing I was going to do a warm-up video, huh? All right, so right here, you can still see me a little bit, right? Still see where that knee's at. So if you can see this setup, already got the foot in the holds. This is usually where bands like this, right? You're doing exercises like this or pulling or something like this, but there's just thousands of different things you could do with these bands. So right now I have it on the foot, usually laying down. I'm just driving that knee up 10 times. So I can feel it at 8, taking a 5-second rest and getting the last 2 out. Because you want to be gentle with the hip flexors. Right? Don't want to injure those right before a run or overexert yourself. So now we get the other side. 8, 9, 10. Somehow the left side is stronger and has more endurance. So that's something I gotta take note of in here. All right, now another one I like to do is getting this balance board. Maybe some of y'all have this at home. It looks like it's so flat right here, but actually just a little bit rounded. So it makes it pretty challenging. I love balance stuff because it really keeps my ankles strong. And you'll notice the difference. If you don't do work for your ankles, maybe you have like chronic ankle injuries, you roll them a lot. If you strengthen them, your ankles will be so durable that you'll hit that little uneven spot, and what would have been an ankle sprain or ankle roll, you'll just roll right through it, won't even hurt. Sometimes you roll your ankle and you're like, ooh, that's gonna hurt in 30 minutes. Once the adrenaline wears off, you really feel it. Just do more balance work. I do balance work every day, right? Probably 3 minutes each ankle. Hold it with your eyes closed. If you have a balance board, work on that. So I'm getting on the balance board with one foot, trying to get right here. And for a warm up, I usually do 2 sets on each side. And I'll try to do a tree pose while on the balance board. And if I get to tree pose, then I know I'm locked in. If I can't get the tree pose, maybe my mind is cluttered, I'm not focused on the job. This is pretty good. Tree pose, right? You want to get the hips a little bit more forward. That's good. Now I'm feeling locked in. And then you know you got it when you can quit when you want to. If you fall and lose your balance, it's not what you want, right? You want to quit when you want to, not when your balance fails. Sometimes your balance will fail, and that's okay. You just keep trying. These do get easier the more you do it. All right, now we're doing the right leg. This is all slow and controlled. Get into that tree pose, feeling wobbly. It's good. And got it. Hold that head nice and high. And then quit when you want to. All right. Now when your balance fails, but when you decide to. Those are actually 2 really good sets. They usually don't go that well in the first set. Usually the The first set I fail like 3 times trying to get locked in. And then second set is usually when I have it. Yeah, so as you can see, by the second set, the balance, that part of your brain will turn on. It'll be a lot easier by the second set. I usually hold these for about a minute. Right now I'm kind of speeding through it, right? 'Cause I'm showing you all in the video, but usually, yeah, about 1 minute each leg. But I mean, really, I don't even go for time. I just go for feel. See, like that time, I lost my balance. But that's okay, because my ankle was feeling it. I'll call it good on that side. And on the right foot. What helps me in tree pose is by looking at a tree and just trying to be that, right? Trying to be grounded into the earth. Which is why it's really good to go barefoot, because you're practicing that grounding and touching Mother Earth. We spend so much time not getting dirty and not feeling the dirt, the grass on our toes, when all that, it's like every other animal, at least land animal, it's all over the ground. Oh, almost lost my balance there, was able to recover. Can I get back? I think I can. All right, that foot's feeling burnt out. All right, that's the warm-up with equipment. Did I forget anything? No, now that's all the warm-up stuff before I run. So typically, if I know I'm running fast that day, I'll do warm-up, then I'll do the warm-up run, and then I'll do drills, a couple strides, and then I'll just, try to PR in a race or something, or maybe they'll do a speed session, like a 12x400 workout or something. Or if I'm just running, an easy hour or an easy 90 minutes, all I really do is that warm-up, do my 90-minute run, maybe end with some strides, and that's it. Easy day. I'll do these pretty much every day, sometimes twice a day, even when I don't run. Even if it's just like, oh, I only got 5 minutes till I get to work. All right, let me hit some lunges. Let me go through my no equipment warm-up routine. It just makes my body feel good. It wakes my mind up, wakes my mind-body connection up. Feels really good. And a lot of those drills, a lot of people can't do them, right? So you practice these things, that way your body can, right? Because if you can't do them, that's cause for concern, right? Is it because of some injury? Is it because you can't keep your balance? These are all things we could work on, right? We should be able to do them. And just practice. A lot of these things, if you need the assistance or some kind of regression, look those up for each exercise. They're out there. And yeah, all right, have fun.